I will start sharing my screen. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yes, we see it.
Great, thank you. We are waiting for other attendees. We receive information that on even over 30 people, they registered to our webinar today. So we are happy. That means that we are highly interested in our webinar and our second open call. That's a good thing. During whole webinar, you can use our chat. Let's wait 1 minute more, and we will start shortly. Right now, I see 22 attendees. Good, and I see that we have some kind of comment in our chat. That's a good thing. That means that it works, so it's good. Okay, so I will start. So again, hello everyone, good afternoon. It's after 1 p.m., so that means that we can start, and we can start our second webinar related to our second open call for software integration in our XR2Industry project. First of all, thank you for joining us today. Let me introduce ourselves. On our board today, we have five speakers, four technical experts from our XR2Industry project technical partners. With us are Arthur von Riemertel from Altiria Solution, Mark Piuzzi from Links and Azure Process, and Erwin Del Rey from Softaware. And I missed something, sorry, I'm not seeing everyone. And Shad also from Links. So yeah, we have four experts. So and also with me is my colleague from Funding Box, Andrea Puentes. And last but not least, my name is Rafał Święcinka, and I am from Funding Box, and we are front runner for integration third parties project. And today I will be happy to host you here and talk about funding opportunities. Before we start, let me remember our housekeeping rules. You will be muted during the entire presentation, and if you have any questions, please put them in a chat. We try to answer them at the end of the sessions. You have any technical questions, yet this is the opportunity to just use that webinar, because we will have this Q&A session in the end of this webinar. And last thing, this meeting will be is recorded for examination and reporting purposes. Okay, let's get ball rolling. Now, I would like to give you an overview of the agenda for today's meeting. During this webinar, we will answer some of most important questions, such as who can apply, what are the benefits of the XR2Industry Open Call, what are the extended reality challenges that you could address, how to apply, and last but not least, we'll have a short Q&A slot reserved for attendees to ask questions. In a nutshell, I will tell you how to get 275,000 euros to boost your extended reality product. Really shortly about the whole project. XR2Industry, this is the acronym, but the whole name, the project is Tailoring Extended Reality to Industry's Needs. It is EU-funded project aiming to contribute to European sovereignty in XR area. The project will boost the European technological ecosystem and create European XR reference platform by developing the first European XR headset. Today we have experts from Links, and I have to maybe not everyone know that this is the creator of the first European data-aware XR headset. They are building the fundamental blocks of reference XR European platform, and we can say, we have in the description of this project that this is the EU response to domination by American and Asian companies, this, let's say, GAFAM. Its prioritize are data privacy, empowerment, industrial relevance, and openness. And one of the goals is application XR in such areas such as healthcare, education, engineering. And last thing, the project will distribute up to 4.5 million euros among beneficiaries that will be selected to participate in EU support program. So this is the money for whole program for free open calls, but today we will focus only about the second one. About the XR2Industry project partners. So the project is coordinated by Universitat Politécnica de Valencia from Spain. We have three partners from Belgium. It is Softaware, Altiria Solutions, and Flux 50. We have 3 partners from France, is SL Process, Links, T Corp, and Maui Mungi. Also, one of the partners is Funding Box Accelerator from Poland and Funding Box Communities from Spain. Who can apply? We are looking for 2 developers of XR components, SMEs or midcaps from eligible countries, EU member states or overseas countries and territories, Horizon Europe associated countries. And project develop and integrate innovative software based on emerging technologies to enable possibilities of XR experience by addressing one of industry XR2Industry challenges. When we talk about who we are looking for, so this is the requested TRL level 5. So the initial TRL level is 5 to 7. So we are looking only for solutions that are defined from TRL 5 upwards. What are the benefits of the XR2Industry Open Call? So as I said before, we are looking for 2 open call. In this second open call, we are looking for 2 developers of XR components, and every of them it will be selected will receive a maximum 275,000 euros. It is fixed lump sum, and it will be 1 year, 12 months of support program. Then you will be supported by our technical experts. So it will be time for close work with our technical experts and technical partners. The first stage of this program is individual mentoring plan, and then you will, together with our expert, you will create the plan of whole work. And in this second stage, it is development. During the 5 months, it will be time for development, and the last stage, it will be time for integration. What are the extended reality challenges that you could address? We have 4 challenges. First of them, it is development of a tracking system for virtual reality headset. The second one, development of avatar customization solutions in virtual reality, development of the industrial digital twin, and development of eye tracking service for Android-based standalone headset. We will find whole description of these 4 challenges in our guide for applicants. Information, then you will find information about the requirements and more, I think, relevant information. The crucial thing here is that each applicant must address only one of these challenges, no more than one, only one challenges you can address. How to apply? It's really simple. You have to visit our project microsite, xr2industry.fundingbox.com. Then you will click on Apply Now button. Then you will open our form. It is the 10 questions. Not every of them is mandatory. Only these with this red asterisk, red stars, they are required. So first of all, you have to log in or sign up. You have to click Apply button, start new application, fill all the application, and submit your application. It is simple. You will find all relevant documents on our project microsite. So it is a guide for applicants, frequent asked questions, and this button to our application form. Some kind of tips, important things. So you have to be on time to use our system. So you have to make sure you submit your proposal through the online form before the deadline, so before the next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Brussels time. Your proposal must be written in English in all mandatory parts to be eligible. So only parts written in English will be evaluated. Generally, every question deserves your attention. So generally marked with this asterisk. Your proposal must be completed. So it is admissibility criterion. Be exhaustive. So you have to verify the completeness of the form, as it won't be possible to add any information after the deadline. Less is more. So you can submit only one proposal to the second open call. If more than one proposal is identified and submitted by the same applicant, only the last proposal which has been submitted will be evaluated. European dimension. So your project should have a clear European dimension, meaning that you have to demonstrate the project contribution toward environment, social and economic impacts, to support sustainable development, Green Deal, and other European policies. A conflict of interest, we will take into consideration the existence of potential conflict of interest between you and one or more XR2Industry consortium partners. The consortium partners, their affiliated entities, employees, board members, and other permanent collaborators can take part in the program. And all cases of potential conflict of interest will be assessed case by case. Healthy finances and clean sheet are a must. We won't accept entities that are under liquidation or enterprises in difficulty. Is your proposal, so your project should be based on your original work, or if the project is not based on your original work, you have to have a right to use the intellectual property rights, so they must be clearly defined. And last thing, acceptance of the open call rules. So to apply to this open call, you have to accept its rules and regulations detailed in Guide for Applicants. So again, helpful tips. Remember to submit your application before the deadline, before the next Tuesday. Submitting your application is available only after all the red star marked section are correctly filled out. Only the last proposal, which has been submitted in order of time, will be evaluated. You can always edit all bookmarks and fields until the end of the deadline, even after submission. So before Tuesday, you can edit that how many times as you need. And there is option to add contributors on the application submission page. So if you have a bigger team, you can give access to other contributors, to other your team members. Really shortly about the evaluation process. So after we will receive your proposal, then in next week, we will start admissibility eligibility check. Then with our experts, we will have in-out scope screening. And then we will have a phase of independent individual evaluation. So external experts will assess your proposal. Then during consensus meeting with our selection committee members, we will make a decision who will qualify to the program. I can expect that it will be extremely difficult because we have only 2 places in this project, but we see that the interest is really high. After that consensus meeting, after that difficulties, we will have a formal check and ethical assessment, and then we'll start sub-grant agreement signature, and we'll start a support program. So it is in a nutshell. You will find the details in our guide for applicants. If you have any questions, please use our help desk email address, info.xr2industry@fundingbox.com. And also I've added here the most frequent asked questions, so only a few of them. So first, it is about consortium. It is needed to have a consortium for applying to this call. So definitely not. We are looking only for single SME or mid-caps. And in this case, in this second open call, consortia made up of multiple partners cannot qualify for the program. The second one is about the challenges. Is there any challenge that you need more? So now we have only these 4 challenges, and each applicant must address only one from the list. The question about eligibility of countries from outside from European Union, for example, about UK. So we have a list of companies which are Horizon Europe associated countries. Then you will find the information that UK is eligible, and the other countries like Norway, Turkey, Ukraine, they are eligible to our second open call. The question about the tier level. So the initial tier level is 5 to 7, and so it is required level at the moment of applying to our project. So it not means that during the right now you have to predict that you will have, for example, level 7 at the end of the project, because it's not described. Only the initial level at the moment when you are applying to the project is required from 5 to 7. I hope that is clear. Next thing about fixed lump sum and about subcontracting. So it's possible to have subcontractors, but the subcontracting cost should be up to 15% of the total budget. So subcontracting needs to be limited to the absolute minimum and only for additional, not core tasks. Also, we have information about this in our frequent asked questions document. Okay, I think that I've tried to be really brief. I think that I was, and let's move to our Q&A session. As I said before, you can use our chat. Today we have our 4 experts, so definitely you can use it. You can use that opportunity. Give me a moment. I will change my my view. Okay, right now I see chat, and yeah, we will use that time for it. Okay, first question from Dimitros. What are the expected results specifically for the challenge relevant to industrial digital twins? First, a standard specification of the form of a document for industrial digital twins, integration with OpenVR, Web XR, and second, an industrial digital twin of robot in XR environment, pilot, software and hardware development, and free integration of the project platform with the recommended standards, for example, adapter APIs. Okay, so the question to our experts, who would like to start and answer for this question?
I can start. I can start with this one. So regarding the first question, so there are some documentation on the XR2Industry website. We don't provide detailed documents regarding that because it's an open scope project in the sense that it's not restrictive to certain applications. So the essential part of this challenge is to develop something that can integrate existing data from industrial appliances. So it can be robots, it can be servers, it can be pretty much anything related to IoT. So the goal is to grab all the data from all appliances that are deployed inside an industrial site, and then so just grab all the data and provide a way for the developers to access them through APIs, and then this platform should be able to communicate with the headsets to display those information. So that's the principle of the challenge.
Thank you so much, Mark. Anyone would like to add something? If not, I hope then that this question will be this answer will be helpful for you, for Dimitros. Okay, so let's move to another one. This question from Muhammad. We are planning to apply for Challenge 3 Industrial Digital Twins. Could you clarify which parts of the developed solution are required to be open source? Is there a specific approach, or is the entire solution expected to be open source at the JIT type infrastructure? And additionally, we already have ongoing development at TRL5, and we intend to apply with this solution, building upon to expand its scope. Will all our existing planned on-call aligned developments be subject to the open source requirement? Okay, would like to answer for this question?
Yeah, maybe I'll try to answer this.
Thank you.
So the basic premise of the complete project is that the result has to be an open platform, which allows as much as possible that particular modules can be replaced by other implementations. And so we try to do this using open protocols and standardized protocols. And so the solution should be a mixture of those two things. It should be possible to maybe replace what you already have in place by other implementations, and it should be pluggable And then it's a combination of development that you would do funded by this project. There should be an open source. But of course, the background IP that you already have, you don't need to open source, you just need to guarantee that it can interact with the rest of the platform based on standards, and that somebody might provide an alternative implementation to what you have already to achieve the same functionalities that you would deliver in the end.
Thank you so much.
Yes, that's clear.
Hope so. Thank you, Erwin, so much. Let's move forward. Another one from Bilay. For the avatar system, our project consists of multiple components such as adaptive rendering and LOD scaling, tracking fallback, and procedural customization that have been developed and validated separately, but not yet integrated into a full system. Because of this, we could classify it at tier 2 as the complete system has not yet been tested together in a relevant environment. Many of these components already exist inside game engines and are commonly used in XR application. I understand that TRL5 is the requirement, but given the scale and complexity of avatar system requests, how does XR2Industry evaluate TRL when multiple modular components are involved? Does the system need to have been fully validated together, or can individual validated components count toward meeting TRL5? Okay, thank you. Who would like to answer for this question? Shad, Mark, Arthur, Erwin?
Personally, I don't feel qualified. I think it's a complex situation. Maybe the only thing I could say, but up to you, Rafal, maybe to validate this, is that feel free to propose something. And I think it's an important challenge in the project. And if the feasibility of your proposal is there, and you have components that are already TRL5, might get accepted, I think. But I'm not sure I'm the right person to evaluate this.
Okay, and no, I can only add that when we will have this first check, after we will review all applicants, then this is the required level, yes, from 5 to 7. So unfortunately, when you will be below this level, then no, you will have information that we couldn't move forward with this project because it not meet our requirements. So yeah, this is our required level, initial level from 5 to 7, so 5 upwards. Okay, next one from Sergio Sanchez. Is there any information on Lynx VR headset tech specification for the project, such as computing hardware, connectivity, and sensors? Mark or Shad?
Yes. So for this project, you will use the successor of the Lynx R1 that's already on the market. So it will be a future version. The final specifications are not available yet, but it will be based on the XR2 Gen 2 chipset, which is the same as in the Meta Quest 3. So in terms of connectivity, it will have Bluetooth 6 and Wi-Fi 7, and it will have all the common sensors in XR headsets, meaning a lot of cameras, IMUs, and so on.
Thank you, Mark. I hope that's clear. Okay, one anonymous question. What is good candidate? One that opens up a proprietary solution, one that develops an open solution, one that ports an existing solution, all of the above. Okay, who would like to open? Erwin?
I think indeed all of the above might be relevant.
Yes.
Of course, you only will get funded for the work you perform to fill the gap, let's say, between what you have already and and the end result. We will not fund you for work that you did already in the past. But saying that the strategic goals, Rafael introduced them at the beginning of the webinar, are really to get everybody working together towards a European, fully featured, open and modular XR solution platform, from hardware to software. And so anything that can help with that might be relevant.
Thank you, Erwin. Okay, let's move to next one from Glauco. In the application template, basic information, there is the question website URL. Is this their project website or the company website? So if you have more than one website, you can add more links. Yeah, so not only for your company but also to your project. So first of all, you know, the reason why we are asking about this is that we would like to have to help our experts, our consortium partners to find relevant information about you, and based on this we will assess you. So if you will think that the most important things about this particular project we will find on your project website, maybe it makes sense to add direct link to the information about your project than only to your company, where is more data not only about this particular one proposition. Okay, I hope that's clear. So next one. In the guide for applicants, page 16, under excellence, there is the evaluation criterion, gender dimension, but there is no relevant space in the application template. I'm sure that we are asking about that because we are asking about the gender balance, how many men and women you have in your team. So yeah, so please double check, because definitely we have that questions in our application form. Gender dimension, yeah. Okay, and let's move to the question on second chat. I see question from Maxine. Hi, about challenge 4. What is the model and brand of the supported USB-C eye tracking module? The hazard links are one, and same question about the eye tracking. Mark, would you like to answer for it?
Yes, we do not have a list of compatible eye tracking modules, so it will be up to you to select modules that would work on the headset. Just thing I can say that you have to make sure that the module is compatible with Android. So if it already works on Android phones, then it will work also on the headset. But we do not have a list of recommended models.
Thank you, Mark. On this second chat, I see the same questions as we have in this first one. I don't know, maybe I missed some questions. Right now, I'm not seeing. Okay, I see next one from Jubilee. Thank you all for answering the question. We believe. So if you come across a submission based on TRL2, please take the time to read through it, keeping in mind that we could easily reach TRL5 in the first phase. For now, we have a great weekend. Okay. Yes, thank you for that. Definitely we will check all applications during our first in-out scope screening. And next one, anonymous question, sorry. Are the character limits in the application form considered to be with or without spaces? Right now, I'm not 100% sure, but when you will start writing your proposition, then you will see how many letters you can still use it. So, so please let's check that by yourself. Because then there is information about the limits of characters. Okay. And next one from Maxime. For challenge 4, eye tracking, could we highlight scientific publications related to its objective, including DOI links, to justify our expertise in addressing this challenge? So definitely, you can add more information about your project. There is a lot of space for it. So definitely, yeah, you can add scientific publications related to your project. Okay, we are waiting for next question. In general, we received plenty of questions on our help desk. We are trying to respond to all of them, but today it's time for you, our experts, address that time specifically for you to help you because sometimes it's easier to explain that in that way. So please do not hesitate. Use that time, and if you have any questions, use our chat. Okay, next one from Morteza. In challenge 4, we want to develop a software as a service for eye tracking. In what format should we provide our output data, pupil size, and gaze vector end? Okay, who would like to answer for this question about the challenge 4?
It's more software compatibility questions. So I think either Erwin or Arthur will be able to respond.
I think that could be part of the process during the execution, that we co-design the exact scope of the data and the format. But you could assume that we're looking for parties with some expertise in this domain, so we are open to listen to your ideas and proposals. And then Alteria, Arthur, and thus we'll compare this, and we can work together towards a valid compromise, let's say, an approach. Arthur, what do you think?
Yes, I agree. But then to make clear, the goal of this is that we try to use as much as possible open standards that are easy to read, easy to integrate in different technologies. So not only reading that data in a VR application, that means also sending that data over a network to maybe a website that can display and visualize that information. So as much as possible, we would like to use easy to integrate open standards to enable really an ecosystem of different software interacting with each other.
But maybe some more. So what we've done in the past with eye tracking is, and I think that the classical thing is to create some kind of heat maps, what people are looking at, and then try to derive if somebody is attentive during maybe a VR training, or is easily distracted, or is stressed. So all kinds of engagement analytics can be done on that. So any data that might be used in that kind of analytics is helpful.
Thank you, Erwin. Thank you, Arthur. Okay, let's move to next one. A question from Dimitrios. Regarding challenge 3, industrial digital twins, I understand it is necessary to have a hardware and software element on the proposed solution. Is that correct?
Yes, in my opinion, yes. So it's a bit open-ended. In the goal is that it connects both the hardware and the software to make the bridge between the two. So that means hardware to detect the state of an object, say an industrial application, a machine, a robot. And also the software, the protocols, the data formats, we leave that up to you to decide which ones, to share that information with other systems, such as a website or a VR application, where that information can be visualized, say in the digital twin version. And then also in the other direction, an interaction with that digital twin in VR of that same machine should interact with the real machine. So, for example, you press a button on the virtual machine, it might trigger something on the real machine. So the communication would have to go in both directions. And that could involve both software and hardware modifications. So we leave it up to you to make an offer on what is possible. It's not really our field of expertise.
Thank you, Arthur. Okay, next question from Maxime. How many projects will be selected at the end of the process? So as I said before, we are looking only for 2 projects. So yeah, we understand that from your perspective, it seems that the competition is really high, and that's true. So we will only qualify to only two projects will qualify to the program. That means that even if we have 4 challenges, we will have only 2 responses. So only responses for these 2 challenges, and we don't have any kind of ranking, which of them is more important. We are just waiting for your applications, and we will select the best of them. Okay. Do we see any more questions? Not yet. I'm not seeing. We'll wait a few minutes more. So if you are writing something right now, we'll wait for the moment. We still have a time for it. Okay, do we see any? Oh, okay, there is a new one. Anonymous participant. In Slum, there are high-tier solutions, but the most promising ones are no more than tier 4. Are they out of scope, or can justification account for the level bump? Someone would like to answer?
Yes, that can count. As we said before, even if the TRL is not met, if you provide a justification or proof of work, then it can be taken into account.
Yes, but as I said before, the required level is 5. So from formal point of view. Okay, I will check the second chat. I'm not seeing right now any new question, but let's wait for the moment. Let's decide that we will wait 2 more minutes. Okay, so we'll wait for your questions a little more. And then if you have some specific questions, you can also use our help desk email address. I'm not seeing any. Okay, yes, there is. From Morteza, is the target headset Lynx R1? So I can answer that not. That R2. Yeah, but Mark, would you like to add something?
No, you can go ahead, but no, the target headset is not the Lynx R1. It's a successor that has not been named yet, but it will have higher specification, and we will publish that when the time has come.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, so it's time to finish. So, I have to say that thank you for spending this part of Valentine's Day with us. And we wish you a rest of your Valentine's Day and great weekend. Okay, but any more questions? One more again? No, it's all. So, okay, so it's all. Right now, I have to say that we are looking for your application. Please remember that it's not a lot of time because the deadline is Tuesday at 5 p.m. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for a lot of good questions. Okay, last one, when we will get the recording of webinar. So we will try to just save and upload this webinar on our YouTube channel today in this afternoon. So during the weekend, you will have a time to see it on Funding Box YouTube channel. If you have any problem to find that video, please let me know. Then I will send you. So because you can send email about that on our help desk email as well. Okay, so again, thank you so much for today. We are waiting for your applications. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
And special thank you for you, for speakers. Thank you so much for your support. I'm sure that this meeting it was really needed because we received plenty of good questions. Thank you for your support.
Okay.
Have a nice day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.